My beloved child, stop for a moment and listen carefully, because what you are about to hear was not placed before your eyes by accident. There is a reason this message found you today, and if you leave before hearing it all, you may never understand the quiet story unfolding behind someone's heart. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every sentence is connected to the next, and every moment brings you closer to a truth that has remained hidden for far too long. There is someone who carries your name in silence more often than you realize. They have smiled while thinking about you, replayed your conversations in their mind, and wondered what life would feel like if they had the courage to reveal everything they have been hiding. Their feelings are real. Their affection is genuine. Their admiration has continued to grow even when they tried to convince themselves that it should not. Yet despite all of this, one quiet struggle keeps returning to their heart, and it has nothing to do with your kindness, your character, or your value as a person. Before you assume the worst, stay with me. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The truth is far different from what you may expect. This person never stopped noticing the beauty that makes you unique. In fact, the very thing they keep thinking about is something that caught their attention from the beginning. They remember the first moment they truly looked at you. It was not just a passing glance. It was the kind of moment that quietly stayed with them long after the day had ended. They noticed something about your appearance that made you unforgettable. It was different. It was uncommon. It was unlike anyone they had met before. At first, they did not understand why they kept thinking about it. They tried to move on with their routine. They focused on work, responsibilities, family, and daily life. But somehow, every ordinary moment found a way to remind them of you. A familiar face in a crowd. A favorite song. A quiet evening. A simple memory. Everything slowly pointed back to the person they could not stop remembering. And yet, every time their heart moved closer to you, their mind stepped in with questions. What will other people think? Will we truly fit together? Will our differences become too difficult? Those questions became louder than the feelings they were trying to protect. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You may believe that confidence makes every decision easy, but even the strongest hearts can become uncertain when they begin to care deeply. This person has reached that place. They are no longer wondering whether they like you. They already know they do. Their real battle is learning to let go of expectations they never realized they were carrying. For years they imagined a perfect picture of what love would look like. They created invisible standards without even knowing it. Then you entered their life and quietly changed everything. Suddenly those old expectations no longer matched reality. They found themselves choosing your conversations over everyone else's. They waited for your messages. They searched for your presence even in crowded places. They cared about your happiness more than they expected. That frightened them. Because genuine feelings often arrive in ways no one plans for. They are discovering that real love rarely follows the image people build in their imagination. Real love surprises. Real love challenges. Real love asks people to grow. And growth is never comfortable. Listen carefully because this next part matters. The thing they struggle to accept about your appearance is not a flaw. It is simply something different from what they once imagined. The more they tried to ignore you, the more your personality erased every expectation they once believed mattered. They became confused because their heart kept choosing you while their old habits kept asking unnecessary questions. That conflict has been exhausting. They have spent nights wondering why your smile remains in their memory. They have caught themselves smiling after remembering something simple you once said. They have imagined conversations that never happened. They have imagined futures they never expected. And every time they do, the same realization quietly returns. It has always been them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What they have not told anyone is that they have begun comparing every new person they meet with you, and every comparison somehow leads back to your kindness, your patience, your authenticity, and the peace they feel whenever you are around. No one else has created that feeling. No one else has remained in their thoughts this long. No one else has quietly changed the direction of their heart the way you have. That is why they feel trapped between emotion and expectation. One side of them says, follow your heart. The other whispers, what if people judge you? But something remarkable has been happening lately. Every single day, the voice of the heart has become stronger. Every single day, the opinions that once seemed so important have become quieter. Every single day, your value has become more obvious than your differences. That transformation did not happen overnight. It happened little by little. One memory at a time. One conversation at a time. One smile at a time. One unexpected moment at a time. Without realizing it, you have been changing someone from the inside. That is why this message matters today. Because they are standing at a turning point. A decision is approaching. A conversation is approaching. A truth they have hidden is becoming impossible to hide any longer. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is still one piece of this story that has not been revealed, and when it finally comes into the light, everything you thought you understood about this connection may begin to look completely different. The next chapter is where hidden emotions begin to surface, silent doubts begin to disappear, and the reason behind every hesitation finally starts to make sense. A quiet truth is about to rise to the surface, and this is the moment where everything begins to change. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The person who has been holding these feelings inside has reached a place where pretending is becoming impossible. Every day they tell themselves that they should move on, but every day they somehow find another reason to think about you again. They remember the smallest details that everyone else would forget. The way you smiled without trying to impress anyone. The confidence you carried when you did not even realize someone was watching. The kindness in your words. The honesty in your heart. Those memories have become impossible for them to erase, and now they are beginning to understand something that has surprised even them. At first, they believed that appearance was supposed to decide everything. They thought attraction had to fit a picture they had imagined long before meeting you. But then something happened that completely changed their perspective. Every meaningful conversation with you slowly became more valuable than every expectation they once held. Every moment they spent thinking about your personality quietly pushed those old ideas further into the background. They are beginning to realize that what truly stays in someone's heart is not perfection. It is authenticity. It is kindness. It is peace. It is the feeling that someone understands you without pretending to be someone else. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There was one evening when they sat alone, replaying every interaction they had ever shared with you. They expected themselves to focus on the differences they had once worried about. Instead, something completely unexpected happened. Their mind kept returning to your laughter, your words, your compassion, and the calm they felt whenever they imagined being beside you. That was the moment they quietly admitted something they had been trying to avoid. They were never fighting your appearance. They were fighting their own expectations. The struggle was never about who you are. It was about letting go of an old picture that no longer mattered. That realization shook them more than they will ever admit. Suddenly they understood why they could not replace you with anyone else. They had met many people, spoken to many faces, and walked through many seasons of life, but none of those moments created the same feeling that appeared whenever your name entered their thoughts. They finally understood that real affection does not arrive because someone matches every expectation. It arrives because someone's presence changes the way your heart feels. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now another quiet transformation is taking place. They have started noticing how little other people's opinions actually matter. The fear that once controlled them is becoming weaker. They are beginning to understand that happiness cannot be built on someone else's expectations. Every time they imagine walking away from you forever, they feel an emptiness that they cannot explain. Every time they imagine staying close to you, they feel hope. That contrast has become impossible to ignore. What surprises them the most is that the very feature they once questioned has become something they now remember with affection. It reminds them that you are unique. It reminds them that you are genuine. It reminds them that you never tried to become someone else just to gain approval. That quiet confidence has started inspiring them in ways they never expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is another truth they have hidden from everyone. They have imagined introducing you to the people closest to them. They have imagined simple conversations, shared laughter, peaceful mornings, and ordinary moments that suddenly feel extraordinary because you are there. Those dreams appear more often than they expected, and each time they become clearer. The future that once felt uncertain is beginning to feel possible. But they are still standing at one final crossroads. They know that if they remain silent much longer, they may lose the opportunity to tell you how they truly feel. Silence has protected them for a while, but it has also become a burden. Their heart wants honesty. Their mind is slowly surrendering to what their heart has known for a long time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next step they take could change everything. A conversation that has existed only in their imagination may soon become real. Words they have rehearsed countless times may finally be spoken. When that moment arrives, you may discover that the greatest obstacle was never your appearance at all. It was the fear inside someone who cared more deeply than they were willing to admit. And when that fear finally disappears, the truth they have been carrying may become the beginning of an entirely new chapter that neither of you expected, but both of your hearts have been quietly moving toward all along. Another hidden chapter is opening now, and this is the part very few people ever see. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story has never been about whether this person loves you. That answer has already been written inside their heart. The real question has always been whether they are brave enough to let go of every fear they created for themselves. They are standing in front of a choice that grows more important with every passing day. One path asks them to continue hiding behind old expectations. The other asks them to follow the truth their heart has been whispering all along. Every morning they wake up believing they have made a decision, yet by night they find themselves thinking about you again. That cycle has repeated so many times that even they can no longer deny what it means. They have begun noticing something extraordinary. Whenever they picture their happiest future, you are already there. They never planned for this to happen. They never expected one person to quietly become the center of so many dreams. They imagine simple moments that most people overlook. Walking beside you without rushing. Laughing over small things that nobody else would understand. Watching ordinary days become unforgettable simply because you are sharing them together. Those pictures have become clearer than ever before, and every new day adds another piece to the future they secretly hope for. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then something unexpected happened that completely changed the direction of their heart. Someone casually mentioned your name during a conversation. It lasted only a few seconds, but everything inside them suddenly became still. Without realizing it, they smiled. They asked another question about you without thinking. That tiny moment revealed a truth they had been trying to hide from themselves. Their feelings were no longer temporary. They had become deeply rooted. They could no longer pretend you were just another person they once admired. You had become someone whose happiness genuinely mattered to them. Since that day, they have started paying attention to things they once ignored. They notice your confidence even in quiet moments. They notice how you remain true to yourself without trying to impress everyone around you. They notice that the feature they once questioned has become part of what makes you unforgettable. It reminds them that beauty is not about fitting into someone else's expectations. It is about carrying your individuality with honesty and grace. That realization surprised them because it completely reversed everything they once believed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Their greatest fear is no longer your appearance. Their greatest fear is losing the opportunity to tell you the truth. They wonder what would happen if someone else recognized your value before they found the courage to speak. They imagine watching you build a beautiful future with someone else while they remain silent forever. That thought has become almost impossible for them to bear. It follows them into quiet evenings, peaceful mornings, and even the busiest hours of the day. No distraction has been strong enough to remove you from their heart. There are moments when they begin writing messages they never send. They type words, erase them, type again, and then close the screen without pressing send. They rehearse conversations in their mind while driving, while walking, while lying awake at night. Every version ends the same way. They want you to know that you changed them. They want you to know that meeting you forced them to question beliefs they had carried for years. They want you to know that your kindness became stronger than every doubt they once allowed to control them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most surprising part of this entire story has not even happened yet. The person who once believed appearances should guide every decision is slowly discovering that genuine love grows from something much deeper. They have reached a place where they no longer want a perfect image. They want a real connection. They no longer want approval from everyone around them. They want peace beside the person who makes life feel meaningful. Every lesson has quietly brought them back to you. And now, for the first time, they are beginning to imagine a future without fear. They picture introducing you with pride instead of hesitation. They picture standing beside you without worrying about anyone else's opinion. They picture choosing honesty over silence. Those thoughts no longer feel impossible. They feel closer than ever before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next moment in this story may become the one they remember for the rest of their life. They are closer than they have ever been to releasing every doubt, every hesitation, and every old expectation that once held them back. What comes next will not simply reveal how deeply they care. It will reveal the decision that has been forming quietly inside their heart all this time. A decision that could transform everything between you in a way neither of you could have imagined when this journey first began. Everything has been leading to this moment, and what you are about to hear is the truth they have been unable to escape. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The silence that once protected their feelings.